Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about an issue that most people over 60 have experienced. Arthritis and those persistent aches that make every step a challenge. Have you ever woken up in the morning trying to move your knees, hands, or shoulders only to find them stiff and sore? Or when reaching for a glass of water or trying to open a jar, the discomfort makes you hesitate? If your answer is yes, you are far from alone. Millions of older adults in the U.S. face the same struggles every day, and many don't realize that their daily diet is one of the most powerful tools to reduce inflammation, improve mobility, and protect their joints. The interesting part is that you don't need expensive medications, surgery, or complex medical treatments to improve arthritis. In fact, some everyday foods, when chosen wisely and combined smartly, can help reduce swelling and ease pain, while also supporting the muscles and bones, the silent guardians of your joints. And that's great news for anyone who wants to take control of their health, move with ease, and enjoy a vibrant, independent life in their golden years. In this video, we're going to explore the top 3 plant-based proteins that are not only easy to find and prepare, but also incredibly beneficial for the joints and overall health of older adults. I'll explain in detail why they work, how to incorporate them into your daily meals, and even share some simple tips to boost their anti-inflammatory benefits. You'll see that sometimes the power to relieve pain doesn't come from a medicine cabinet. It's right there in your everyday plate. Imagine a typical morning. You wake up, put your feet on the floor, and notice your knees and wrists feeling noticeably more flexible than before. You no longer hesitate, and the heaviness or stiffness is gone. This feeling can become a reality by making small but strategic changes to your diet, especially by adding plant-based proteins, a nutrient source that helps build muscle, support bones, and reduce inflammation. This isn't wishful thinking. Numerous studies from prestigious U.S. universities like Harvard, Tufts, and Johns Hopkins have shown that plant-based proteins, rich in minerals and antioxidants, can soothe inflammation, ease joint pain, and improve mobility for older adults. The 3 plant-based proteins we'll focus on today are lentils, chickpeas, and tofu. Each has its own unique qualities, providing not only the protein needed to nourish muscles, but also essential vitamins and minerals such as magnesium, potassium, folate, polyphenols, omega-3s, vitamin D, and calcium, all of which help support joints, reduce inflammation, and protect the body from persistent aches. What's more, they are easy to buy, simple to prepare, and gentle on the stomach, making them ideal for Americans over 60, as you can find them in virtually any supermarket or natural food store across the U.S. Before we dive into each food, remember this: small changes, when accumulated over time, can lead to significant results. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet all at once. Just adding a little lentils to your soup, a handful of roasted chickpeas to your salad, or a piece of tofu to your dinner a few times a week is enough to start taking natural steps towards supporting your joints and overall health. And the good news is, these changes don't just support healthy joints and reduce pain. They also improve overall health, benefiting your cardiovascular system, blood sugar regulation, digestion, and daily energy levels. Let's start with lentils, a small but incredibly powerful food for supporting joints and reducing inflammation. It may sound ordinary, but if you're dealing with arthritis or have a loved one who is, lentils can become one of the most valuable allies in your kitchen. Here's a story. Margaret, 68, from Texas, had been struggling with knee arthritis for many years. Every morning as she tried to get out of bed, her knees felt stiff, swollen, and painful, making her hesitate to take even a single step. She had tried many pain relievers and supplements, but the effects were short-lived and costly. One day her daughter, who specializes in plant-based nutrition, suggested she add lentils to her meals a few times a week. At first, Margaret was skeptical. Just lentils? Will it really work? But after just a few weeks, she noticed her knees moving more smoothly, her morning pains significantly reduced, and she could walk around her neighborhood without having to stop frequently. So what makes lentils so special? First and foremost, it's the protein. Our bodies need protein to build and repair tissues, especially muscles, the silent guardians of our joints. When muscles are strong, they support the knees, wrists, and shoulders, helping to reduce pressure on the joints. However, many common protein sources, like red meat, can trigger inflammation, making pain and discomfort worse. Lentils, on the other hand, provide just the right amount of plant-based protein, gentle and supportive, working with your body rather than against it. But the benefits of lentils don't stop at protein. Let's talk about magnesium, a mineral that many older adults are often deficient in. Magnesium acts like a natural muscle relaxant for the body. It helps ease the muscles around the joints, reduces morning stiffness, and can even help soothe minor nerve-related aches. If you've ever experienced mornings where your hands or knees feel stiff despite stretching, it's very likely that your body is lacking magnesium. Next is potassium, a nutrient that few people think about when it comes to arthritis, but it's equally important. Potassium helps the body eliminate excess sodium, preventing water retention and swelling in the joints. If your hands, knees, or ankles often feel puffy after a salty meal, the potassium in lentils can help reduce swelling, which in turn naturally eases pain. Don't forget about fiber. You might wonder, what does eating fiber have to do with arthritis? In fact, when blood sugar spikes, the body responds by releasing inflammatory chemicals, which can increase joint pain. Fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, providing balanced energy and reducing the negative impact on your joints. Another lesser-known but important factor is folate, vitamin B9. Folate helps regulate homocysteine, an amino acid in the blood that, when elevated, is associated with inflammation and joint pain. Lentils are rich in folate, and eating them regularly helps manage inflammation from within, contributing to long-term joint protection. So how can you enjoy lentils effectively? The good news is, they're very easy to prepare. You can cook them in soups or stews with vegetables, make a curry with garlic, onions, and spices, toss them into a salad with greens and olive oil, or even use them as a filling for tacos, wraps, or veggie burgers. Lentils absorb flavors very well, so you can adjust the seasoning to your taste, salty, spicy, or even slightly sweet. Another big advantage is that they don't need to be soaked overnight. Simply rinse them, boil in water or broth for about 20-30 minutes, and they're ready. Lentils are also very gentle on the stomach, unlike some other beans that can cause bloating or digestive discomfort. Want to boost their anti-inflammatory effects? Combine lentils with other inflammation-fighting foods, a handful of spinach or kale, a pinch of turmeric, black pepper, or a few drops of lemon juice. These ingredients not only make your meals more flavorful, but also enhance their joint-protecting power. As Margaret experienced, small changes accumulated over time can lead to significant results. There's no need to overhaul your entire diet all at once. Simply adding lentils a few times a week can help reduce pain, decrease inflammation, and nourish your joints from within, all at a very reasonable cost. Margaret can now walk around her neighborhood, lift items in the kitchen, or tend to her garden without the hesitation and discomfort she once felt. So remember, lentils aren't just an ordinary food. They are a silent guardian for your joints, helping your body fight inflammation, reduce pain, and maintain the energy you need to stay healthy and active after 60. Add a little lentils to your weekly meals, and you'll notice the difference. Joints feeling lighter, movements easier, and every step more enjoyable. After exploring lentils, let's move on to chickpeas, a small but mighty food with incredible power to support joints and reduce inflammation. You may know them from creamy hummus or the round beans in your salad, but the true benefits of chickpeas go far beyond these familiar dishes. They're not only rich in plant-based protein, but also packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that help reduce swelling, ease pain, and improve joint mobility. Here's a real story about George, 72, from California, who used to love playing golf. However, arthritis in his wrists and knees forced him to stop his weekly golf sessions. Even a light swing or holding the club would send sharp pains through his joints, making him wince. His son, after studying plant-based nutrition, suggested that he try adding chickpeas to his meals a few times a week. At first, George was skeptical about the effectiveness of these small beans, but after just a month, he noticed his wrists were less stiff, his knees more flexible in the mornings, and he could swing lightly again without worrying about sharp pain. This is living proof of the power of chickpeas to support joints, reduce inflammation, and improve quality of life. What makes chickpeas special is their rich plant-based protein, which helps the body build and maintain muscle, thereby supporting the joints and reducing pressure on the knees, wrists, and shoulders. When muscles are strong, everyday activities become much easier. For older adults, muscles naturally weaken over time, and adding protein from chickpeas is a safe and effective way to maintain mobility without relying on inflammation-promoting foods like red meat. Beyond protein, chickpeas are also rich in polyphenols, powerful antioxidant compounds that protect cells from oxidative stress, a major factor that can worsen arthritis. Oxidative stress makes joints more vulnerable, causing persistent pain and stiffness. The polyphenols in chickpeas act like shields for your joint cells, helping reduce inflammation, ease pain, and protect the body from long-term damage. Chickpeas are also an important source of vitamin C, which is essential for collagen synthesis, the main component of connective tissue in the joints. Collagen acts like a cushion between bones, allowing joints to move smoothly and reducing friction. When collagen levels are sufficient, joint movements become more fluid, pain decreases, and the risk of damage is lower. Eating chickpeas regularly provides the body with the building blocks needed to regenerate connective tissue, supporting the joints from within rather than merely relieving external symptoms. Moreover, the magnesium in chickpeas plays a crucial role. It helps relax muscles, reduce tension around the joints, and improve sleep, which in turn eases pressure on painful joints. When muscles are relaxed and well rested, the joints experience less strain, helping reduce pain and improve mobility. The fiber in chickpeas is also essential. It helps stabilize blood sugar, preventing inflammatory responses triggered by spikes in blood sugar, the hidden culprit that can worsen joint pain. Eating chickpeas regularly allows your body to absorb sugar more slowly, maintain steady energy, and reduce inflammation. Chickpeas are incredibly versatile and easy to incorporate into daily meals. You can make hummus to enjoy with vegetables or whole grain bread, roast them with olive oil and spices as a snack instead of chips, or add them to salads, soups, stir-fries, curries, or grain bowls with quinoa, greens, and sweet potatoes. You can also use chickpea flour to make bread, pancakes, or even gluten-free brownies. Chickpeas absorb flavors very well, so you can adjust the seasoning to your taste. Salty, spicy, or slightly sweet all work perfectly. A simple tip to boost their anti-inflammatory effects is to combine chickpeas with other inflammation-fighting foods like spinach, kale, turmeric, black pepper, or nuts. By pairing them this way, you get a comprehensive impact from protein, minerals, antioxidants, and vitamins, helping your body fight inflammation, protect joints, and nourish muscles. Additionally, chickpeas are affordable and easy to find. Most supermarkets in the U.S. sell them canned or dried. If using canned chickpeas, simply rinse them to remove excess salt. If using dried, just cook them for 30-40 minutes and they're ready to use. As George shared, adding a handful of chickpeas to his meals a few times a week has significantly changed how he feels in his joints. Pain has decreased, his knees are more flexible, and he can enjoy golf or other favorite activities without fear. For those over 60, regularly adding chickpeas to your diet not only helps reduce arthritis pain, but also supports strong muscles, healthy bones, stable blood sugar, and overall well-being. It's truly a powerful plant-based superfood to include in your weekly meals, easy to prepare, affordable, and offering long-lasting benefits. And finally, tofu, a plant-based superfood that often goes unnoticed, but is incredibly powerful for supporting joints and reducing inflammation. Some people love it, while others aren't sure how to prepare it. But if you or a loved one are dealing with arthritis, tofu can become one of the most valuable allies in your kitchen. It's simple, unassuming, yet packed with the essential nutrients your body needs to nourish your joints and muscles from within. Here's a real story about Helen, 70, from Florida. Helen had been dealing with wrist arthritis and back pain for many years. Every time she held a pen or bent down to pick something up, sharp pain made her limit her daily activities. Her son, after reading studies on plant-based nutrition, suggested she try adding tofu to her meals a few times a week. At first, Helen was hesitant, thinking that tofu was just a bland piece of bean. But after a few weeks, she noticed her knees and wrists were less stiff, pain had eased significantly, and she could write with a pen for longer periods or bend down to pick things up without needing frequent breaks. This proves that tofu, though simple, is highly effective. So what makes tofu so special? First, it's a complete protein source, containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscles, bones, and joints. When muscles are strong, they support the joints, helping to reduce pressure, which in turn decreases pain and stiffness. For those over 60, muscles tend to weaken, and even a small boost from protein can make a significant difference. In particular, tofu helps maintain nutritional balance without causing inflammation like some red meats can. Moreover, tofu is also a rare plant-based source of omega-3s, which help reduce the production of inflammatory compounds in the body. Omega-3s are well known for heart health benefits, but also help reduce swelling, stiffness, and pain in the joints. While many people think that only fish contains omega-3s, tofu offers a great alternative for those who want to eat plant-based or avoid seafood, allowing them to still enjoy natural anti-inflammatory benefits. Tofu is also rich in calcium and vitamin D, 2 essential nutrients for strong bones. When bones are sturdy, the entire joint system becomes more stable, reducing pressure on painful joints. This is especially beneficial for older adults, who often face osteoporosis and bone fragility when dealing with arthritis. Additionally, many types of tofu are fortified with vitamin D, which improves calcium absorption, boosts the immune system, and helps regulate inflammation in the body. Another group of nutrients in tofu that you shouldn't overlook is isoflavones, plant compounds that act like estrogen. Numerous studies have shown that isoflavones can help reduce inflammation, improve joint flexibility, and ease pain, especially for those with rheumatoid arthritis. They act like a gentle hormonal support, helping the body maintain balance and reduce oxidative stress that triggers inflammation. So how can you prepare tofu effectively? Tofu naturally has a mild flavor, which is actually its strength, as it easily absorbs the taste of any dish. You can stir fry, pan fry, bake, or steam it. A piece of tofu marinated with garlic, ginger, soy sauce, and a touch of black pepper, then baked until crispy, becomes a delicious, protein-rich, and anti-inflammatory dish. If you prefer a smoother texture, you can use silken tofu in smoothies, soups, or desserts, adding nutrition without putting extra strain on your stomach. When you combine tofu with other anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, turmeric, brown rice, or quinoa, its effectiveness becomes even more powerful. These meals provide a comprehensive combination of protein, antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins, helping your body reduce inflammation, nourish the joints, and maintain strong muscles. Another big advantage is that tofu is easy to find, affordable, and versatile to prepare. You don't need to visit specialty stores. Most supermarkets in the U.S. carry a range of tofu from soft to firm. When stored properly, tofu can also last a long time, making it convenient for busy days. Like Helen, adding tofu to her meals a few times a week has helped her maintain better mobility, reduce pain, and feel energized to enjoy her favorite daily activities. In summary, tofu, though modest in appearance, is a superfood for your joints. It provides complete protein, omega-3s, calcium, vitamin D, isoflavones, and fiber, helping the body fight inflammation while maintaining strong muscles and bones. Incorporating tofu into your weekly meals is a simple yet effective step to reduce arthritis pain, improve overall health, and enjoy an active, independent life after 60. After exploring the top 3 plant-based proteins, lentils, chickpeas, and tofu, you may realize that caring for your joints and reducing inflammation isn't nearly as complicated or expensive as many people think. Everyday foods that you might have overlooked in your meals actually hold remarkable power to help reduce pain, enhance joint flexibility, and improve overall health. Beyond protein, these 3 foods also provide magnesium, potassium, folate, polyphenols, omega-3s, vitamin D, and calcium, all working together to help your body fight inflammation and nourish your joints and muscles from within. Remember, magnesium helps muscles relax, reduces joint stiffness, and supports sleep. Potassium helps eliminate excess sodium, reducing swelling. Folate regulates homocysteine, limiting inflammation. Polyphenols act as antioxidants, protecting cells from damage. Omega-3s calm inflammatory responses, and calcium and vitamin D strengthen bones. When all these nutrients are provided by lentils, chickpeas, and tofu, you're creating a comprehensive shield for your joints and muscles while helping your body recover and maintain natural flexibility. Looking back at Margaret's experience with lentils, George with chickpeas, and Helen with tofu, it's clear that small but consistent changes in your diet can make a significant difference. Adding a handful of lentils to your soup, a few roasted chickpeas to your salad, or a piece of tofu to your dinner a few times a week is a simple first step toward naturally supporting your joints, reducing pain, and boosting your body's energy. These seemingly small changes, when done consistently, can help you move more easily, reduce swelling and pain, and feel more energized every day. The important thing is, you don't need to overhaul your entire diet all at once. Start step by step, experiment with each food, observe how your body responds, and gradually build lasting habits. You may notice positive changes within the first few weeks, from smoother joint movements in the mornings, reduced stiffness and pain, to the ability to enjoy favorite activities like walking, gardening, or practicing yoga without hesitation. Small, consistent, and patient steps are the key to healthy joints and a flexible body, all without medication or complex medical interventions. Alongside adding plant-based protein foods, remember to combine them with gentle physical activity, adequate sleep, and proper hydration. These factors, combined with a proper diet, create a solid foundation for joint, muscle, and bone health, helping you maintain mobility, reduce inflammation, and boost vitality every day. When your body is properly nourished, its natural ability to fight inflammation is strengthened, movement becomes more flexible, and you can fully enjoy a vibrant, independent life in your later years. Now is the time to take action. Pick up a bag of lentils, chickpeas, and tofu on your next grocery trip. Try making a warm lentil soup. Add chickpeas to your lunchtime salad or stir-fry tofu with leafy greens for dinner. You'll notice positive changes in your body right away, from joints feeling lighter and less painful to being able to enjoy your favorite activities without fear. Tracking these small changes each week is also a great way to monitor your progress and stay motivated. If you found this video helpful, please hit like to support the channel, share it with friends or loved ones over 60 so they can also learn how to naturally care for their joints and body. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss important health tips each week. We'd love to hear your story, your real-life experiences with adding lentils, chickpeas, tofu, or any other anti-inflammatory foods you enjoy. Leave a comment below so we can share and learn together, helping the senior community in the U.S. discover more natural, effective, and easy-to-follow ways to care for their joints and overall health. Remember, age is not a barrier to living a healthy life. These simple, affordable, and easy-to-prepare plant-based foods are powerful tools to help you manage pain, reduce inflammation, maintain flexibility, and enjoy life every day. Add lentils, chickpeas, and tofu to your weekly meals, and you'll notice your body feeling stronger, your joints less achy, and your spirits lifted. Small, smart, and consistent steps can make a big difference. Every meal is an opportunity to care for your joints, nourish your muscles and bones, and boost overall health. Don't wait until the pain becomes severe to make a change. Start today, one meal, one small change at a time, to keep your joints flexible, your body strong, and enjoy a fuller, healthier life in your later years.